Welcome back to Low Stress Math with Mrs. Bono. We are in Chapter 5, Unit 5, Writing Linear Functions, Lesson 7, Comparing Linear Functions Independent Practice. If you did not do these problems, stop the video and read them and try them. You're comparing graphs and word problems and tables. So, the tree was recently planted in the front of Bayshore Middle School. The results for the height of each tree, the results for the heights of each tree since it was planted. Okay, so here's tree A. The first tree was 5 feet tall when it was planted. Ha, that sounds like a B to me when it was planted. It has grown 4 inches every month. There's your slope, inches every month since being planted. So now I know the initial height was 5 feet when it was planted. B equals 5 feet. And it has grown 4 inches every month. M equals 4 inches per month. Okay. For this one, measurements were taken for the second tree and given below. Okay, here's my B. The x value when the y value when x equals 0. That's going to be B equals 3. And now for my favorite, graphs. And here's my y values on this graph. Oh, where'd my purple pen go? I had it just a moment ago. Oh, Patu. Here she is. Where it intersects is B. B is the beginning. So this is B equals 10. Which tree was taller when it was initially planted? Well, let's write them down. A was 5 inches. Not very much of a tree, huh? B was 3 inches tall. And C, that was the tall one, was 10 inches tall. So C was the tallest when initially planted. And how do I know that? Oh, goodness gracious, I made it too hard to see. C was the tallest when initially planted. It has the greatest y-intercept. When you're looking for the beginning of something, you're looking for the y-intercept. B for beginning, B is 10, B is 3, B is 5. Which one's growing at a faster rate? Now we have to compare the slopes. Faster rate, slope. And let's look at A first. What's the A slope? A equals 4 inches per month. How do I know that? Because it actually says it in words. So I'm just going to go with that. B, I have to do, B is going to be the y2 minus, y1 over x2 minus x1. So I have to come here and take 2 points. I'll take the initial point, 0, 3, and I'll take the next point, 2, 12. I'll call this one x1, y1, and this can be x2, y2. And then I just have to subtract 12 minus 3 over 2 minus 0. 12 minus 3 over 2 minus 0. 12 minus 3, what's 12 minus? 9. 2 minus 0 is 2. 9 divided by 2, 4.5 inches per month. Okay, and what about C? C is rise over run. C equals rise over run. And they've put some numbers on the graph to make it easier for me. So let's take a look here. Make that as big as possible. This one has gone up 10, from 10 to 17, 10 to 17, and then over to 2. So this would be 7 over 2, because from 10 to 17 is 7, and then over 2. All right. 4.5? Wait a second. Yes, it's from 31 to 34.5 is 3.5. I could have done that one too. But I'm going to do 7 over 2. So my rise is 7 over 2. 7 over 2 is 3.5 inches per month. So which tree is growing at a faster rate? Well, I'm comparing these. This one is 4, this is 4.5, this is 3.5. So tree B is growing the fastest. It's going 4.5 inches per month. So let's write that down. B is growing faster at 4.5 inches per month. Now I have to write an equation for each of these. So all equations are y equals mx plus b. So it's going to be the slope plus the initial value, the y-intercept. So starting with A, it's going to be y equals, the slope for A is 4, the y-intercept is 5, so 4x plus 5. Don't forget you have to put the x there. Sorry, got to put that x in there. B has a slope of 4.5, and it was 3 inches, so B is going to be y equals 4.5 x plus 3. And C is growing 3.5, but it started at 10. So y equals 3.5 times x plus 10. Not horrible. Now I have to use each of these, and the tree is tallest after 6 months. 6 months is a time, so x equals 6. So I'm going to rewrite all of these equations and fill in the x is 6. So let's do A. A equals 4 times 6 plus 5. I'm filling in the 6 for x because it's a time and x is always time. So y equals 24 plus 5. Y equals 29 inches in 6 months. So that's not horrible. Let's do the same thing for B. Y equals 4.5 times 6 plus 3. Y equals 27 plus 3. Y equals 30. So that's 30 inches after 6 months. Wait a second, am I sure about that? Ugh, I don't ever trust myself. Here we go. 4.5 times 6. Yeah, that is 27 plus 3. Okay, just wanted to make sure, because you know, fuzzy little head of Bono. And the last one, y equals 3.5 times 6 plus 10. And you know what? Let's calculate this from the beginning. 3.5 times 6 is 21. So y equals 21 plus 10. Y is 31 inches tall after 6 weeks. So I think Y wins. Sorry, C. C wins. C is the tallest tree. C is still tallest at 6 months. C started out tallest, but it grew the slowest, but it's still tallest after 6, not 6 months, 6 weeks? No, 6 months. All right, let's try the next problem. Ba-ba-dum-bum. Okay. Lara and Dion are both going on a trip. The distance they travel is shown below. Distance traveled in kilometers, time taken in hours. Oh, they made it easy. They made them both on graphs. And let's check to see what the boxes are worth. This is 20, 40, 60, 80, so it's 20 going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 going across. This is also 20, 40, 60, 80 going up, and 1, 2, 3, 4 going across. Now, wouldn't it have been smart if they had put both lines on the same grid? Then you could just look at them to compare them. But no, you got to make it more difficult. What is the starting point? Well, they both have the same starting point here. They both are starting at 0 because both their y-intercepts are 0. So let's just highlight these y's and then write it down. Lara and Dion are both starting at 0 because their y-intercepts are both 0. Both Lara and Dion are starting at 0 because their y-intercepts are 0. I wonder why my pen is not writing. That's odd. That really means they started in the same place. That's driving me nuts. I can't even read it. If I can't read it, you can't read it for sure. Ah, that's better. That means they're starting at the same place because they both start at 0. Okay, what are the rates at which Lara and Dion are traveling? What does that mean in the situation? Well, let's look at Lara. She goes 20, 40, 60 in 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. So she goes 60 kilometers in 4 hours. So Lara is blue. And she's doing 60 kilometers in 4 hours. What does that mean? I am going to reduce that. 60 divided by 4 is 15 kilometers per hour. So that's her speed. This is her speed. Kilometers per hour is speed. And I almost wrote speed. Now, let's take a look at Dion. What's he doing? He did 40 kilometers in 2 hours. 40 kilometers, 2 hours. And what does that mean? Well, his speed is 20 kilometers per hour. That's his speed. That's what it means in this situation. So who is traveling faster? Dion is traveling faster. His speed is greater than Lara's. So let's write that down. Dion is traveling faster. His speed is greater than Lara's. Okay. That wasn't a horrible question at all. I like it when they're both in the same form. All right, we have two more. Two more or three more, I don't remember. Oh dear, three more. Okay. Ooh, these are both in the same form as well. The table below shows the cost of potatoes from two different shops. Okay, 1 pound of potatoes is 60 cents, 2 pounds is $1.20, 3 pounds is $1.80, and these, okay, so weight of potatoes in pounds, 1 pound is 50 cents, 2 pounds is 100, 3 pounds is 150. 100 cents, $1. Which shop has the greatest cost per pound of potatoes? Cost per pound is slope. How do I know? It has this word per in it. That word per tells me it's going to be a slope. So let's do shop A, shall we? Shop A. And shop A, I have to do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, right? So what is shop A? Let's give shop A 2 points. I'll use this one, 160, and this one, 2, 120. 160 and 2, 120. So x1, y1, x2, y2. I should give myself more space to write these things. So 120 minus 60 over 2 minus 1. So that comes down to 60 over 1, 60 cents per 1 pound. That's not so bad. And now let's look at shop B. And I'll use this point and this point, 150 and 2 150. 150 and 2 100. So here's my x1, y1, x2, y2. So shop B, M equals 100 minus 50 over 2 minus 1, and you get 50 cents per pound. Which one has the greater cost per pound? Shop A. Shop A is more expensive. Go. Shop A has a greater slope. So a greater cost per pound. Okay, there we go. That's my answer. How much does it cost for 5 pounds of potatoes at Shop A? Well, Shop A, y equals 60x. I'm not adding anything because if you don't buy any potatoes, you don't have a charge. And it doesn't say we're shipping them or anything. So y equals 60 times 5. So y equals 300. Well, that's 300 cents. So when you change that to dollars, 5 pounds cost $3. That's not too bad. How much does it cost for 5 pounds at Shop B? Well, Shop B is 50 cents a pound, so y equals 50x. Y equals 50 times 5. Y equals 250, so 5 pounds cost $2.50. How much do 0 pounds of potatoes cost it? 0 pounds of potatoes cost $0. Because you didn't buy anything. If you're not buying anything, it's not going to cost anything. And that's true at both shops. 0 pounds costs $0. All right, next one. Okay, Sporty and Hats R Us are competing to sell hats. The following shows the cost in dollars for each hat. So for this one, $7.50 for one hat. $7.50 for one hat. And I know because I'm looking at what the boxes cost. Okay, this is $10 for the first cap and then $6 for each cap after that. This is going to be a pain in the tookie. So, 0 hats cost $0. What is the cost per hat at Sporties? All right, Sporties. Oh, sorry, Sporties is an apostrophe S. Sporties, the cost per hat, that's telling me slope. So M equals rise over run, 750 over 1. So what's the cost per hat at Sporties? $7.50. What's the cost per hat at Hats R Us? $6 for each cap, except that first one. So Hats R Us.
At this time, 7th graders may move to their fourth period.
That is $6 per cap. Or $6 per hat. So M equals 6. If you want to buy 3 hats, which would be the better buy? Okay, so at Sporties, all I have to do is multiply. I keep wanting to write Sporties with an IE, I don't know why. All I have to do is multiply 750 times the 3 hats. So grab a calculator for that one, because way too lazy to do math. 750 times 3 hats is $22.50. So Sporties would be $22.50. And Hats R Us,
8th graders, you may now move to your fourth period.
well, they're going to be $10 plus $6 for the 2 additional caps. So that's going to be 10 plus 12. It's going to be a better deal over at Sporties because it's only $22 it's going to be a better deal at Hats R Us because it's only $22 at Hats R Us, which is a better price than $2.50. So Hats R Us wins this one. All right, I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.